What's up, everybody? Reed Wallach here, host of the Early Read and a Rithmm partner, here to walk you through my pressure run model and give out three bets for the week 13 slate. We went 2-1 last week with 3 underdogs. This week, we're going to go 2 underdogs and 1 favorite. As you can see here, using my pressure run model, 7-3 week last week, 25-20 over the last 30. So let's start right there. The first pick, that's Purdue, plus 13.5 on Friday night against Michigan State. My model projects Purdue as a 12-point underdog. And to explain why, let's go over to the research tab and head on over to stats as this loads. I'm going to use the power conference filter for now, but really the key here and why I think Purdue, who I'm not going to say is any good, is going to be able to hang within this number is Michigan State's inability to get in the backfield. This team hasn't had a sack in 5 games now, and you go all the way over to sacks, scroll all the way to the bottom per game. Michigan State, 62nd. They're only averaging 1.2. 1.2 sacks per game. I mean, Purdue's even averaging more, and Purdue doesn't even have a win against a power or an FBS opponent. So I think with Michigan State's inability to get into the backfield and put Purdue behind the sticks, it's going to be tough for them to get margin. Also, some injuries in their own secondary. That's some more outside the Rithmm analysis. It just might be tough for them to really get some margin there. So I think Purdue can hang in this number. I know the team is terrible, but Michigan State, a state they're in, they're not capable of covering a 2-touchdown spread, even against a poor team like Purdue. So I'll grab the points with the Boilermakers on Friday night. We head on back to our pressure run tab, and we go find Utah plus 7.5 against Iowa State. My model is inside of a touchdown. I project Utah as a 6.4 point underdog. And a similar kind of handicap to the Purdue Michigan State one, but this Utah defense is still playing at an elite level. I know the offense has fallen off a cliff amongst a bunch of injuries, but this defense is still humming. Go over to tackles for loss. Utah still checking in right here, 26 in the country. You go down all the way. Iowa State just unable to make plays in the backfield all season long. Right there, 37th. The rush defense outside the top 100 in EPA per rush. We've seen teams like Kansas, Texas Tech, and even Cincinnati for a little bit last week in a cover. We've seen teams run on Iowa State, and that's all Utah can really do at this point in time. With the injury at quarterback to Cam Rising and now Brendan Rose, it's going to be Isaac Wilson yet again. I think we see a lot of Micah Bernard, and they're able to establish the run. And look, I like it. My Rithmm model likes it. And the matchup sets up really nice for Utah at home to keep another competitive game and maybe score an upset win there against a Cyclones team that trending in the wrong direction. So let's go back now. So I gave out 2 underdogs. Let's talk about some favorites. And my model likes James Madison laying a touchdown on the road against App State. James Madison has an outside chance of making the Sun Belt title. It's been an up and down year for the Dukes. App State, pretty much a disaster of a season. They were the preseason favorites, really falling off for them. And my model likes James Madison quite a bit, making them an 11-point favorite. So we're getting a touchdown, and now 11 points is the projected spread for my pressure run model. And a big key to this is going to be take off the power conference filter, but James Madison, their ability to run the ball at a high level, 32nd in the country in rushing yards per game. And the App State D line has been a disaster all season long. As I scroll down here, pull up tackles for loss. Just again, another team. This is what we're fading here. Teams that can't get into the backfield. App State, 123rd in the country in TFLs this season. This is a team that can't get pressure. They can't get in the backfield. And I think that's going to lead to a lot of extended drives for James Madison. And this is a team that definitely a more aggressive defensive line, can definitely make some more plays. As I go scrolling for the Dukes, James Madison, much better defensive line. I think they could get off the field against an App State team. Nothing to play for. This game can get away from them. So James Madison with the edge on the ground. There you have it. So we got Purdue plus 13.5. We got Utah plus 7.5. And then a big favorite in James Madison minus 7. You like insights like this. You like the research tab. You like having your models spit out for you. You have an idea of where is this going to line up in the betting markets. Go sign up for Rithmm, make your own model, and then you could have some AI-generated insights like I just had. So there you go. Best of luck this week, and we'll see you again for week 14, the final week of the regular season.